Hi everyone, thank you for being here. Welcome to my channel ElBozoBonsando. My name is ElBozo, and as you can see with my first video on YouTube, it's about how I want to quit nursing and finally become an entrepreneur in the United States. So just a disclaimer before I start this video, I want to say that this video is not about bashing nursing, and I can tell you I feel blessed being a nurse for 13 years in the United States. It's one of the most fulfilling career you can have, and it's a great profession for anybody who want to be a nurse. I'd encourage you. But again, with that being said, I want to share my experience. I want to tell people how I feel about me choosing to not continuing to be a nurse but switching to be an entrepreneur. So this is my experience, and I don't want anybody to feel offended. But again, this channel for me, it's about sharing my experience and take action, and maybe one day somebody else will be inspired, who want to do things differently, who want to take ownership of their life. So with that being said, I want to say what are the reasons why I'm contemplating quitting my job as a nurse to become an entrepreneur full-time instead. So the first reason is, as a nurse, as you know, if you don't punch in, you don't get money. That being said, if you live in the United States, for example, if you don't go show up to the job site, you don't punch in, you can't have money. Let's say you're sick. Yes, sometimes you might have some sick day, but what about if you don't have sick day? So you don't get money if you don't punch in. So that was for me over time something that I realized. Certain time I am sick, or I have to worry about not having sick day or PTO, but I still feel like I can do better by just having in a position, put myself in a position where I don't have to punch in to get money. So the second reason will be revenue growth. And as a nurse, for example, in the United States, as an RN, you go to school for 2 years, and in a state like New Jersey or New York, Pennsylvania, maybe you might start as a nurse right now about like $45 to up to $45 you can start. But experienced nursing will be in the field with for years, who was doing for example, traveling nurse, they might make like up to $150, to be honest. So it's a great money, but at the same time, you always get a cap on your money, how much money you can make. For example, if you're a nurse, that salary that you have, you cannot grow it more unless you do some overtime, but it's still like not big as if you, like, for example, a real estate agent working for a luxury company. When on one transaction you make 600 to $1 million, just one transaction. So it's just for me something that I really think about when it comes to growth as money. It's very difficult to increase your hours without like just doing 3-4 jobs and overtime. And the third reason why I want to quit nursing to become an entrepreneur is about freedom. For me, it's important. So being tied to a job and not being able to take vacation when you want, or not being able to, let's say today I don't want to go to work, I don't have to worry too much. If I was able to be an investor investing in companies, you don't have to be showing up to a job or having a boss to tell you when to show up, when to not. So that also was a very factor for me. And the last one will be that one is not really a negative thing, because at the end of the day, for example, it's physical. Nursing as a job is very physical demanding, because you have to really like keep going, and sometimes you on your feet for 12 hours. For example, I was working in the emergency room. I feel like I never catch a breath. You cannot eat, you cannot drink, nothing, because for the 12 hours you're just running around, and it get exhausted after a while you've been doing it. So, and also that's tied to not only the physical demand job, but sometimes after a while you've been in the field, mostly for our experienced nurses, after a while you've been in the field, you feel like there's a lack of appreciation for the amount of work you put in. And for me, that was also a negative when it comes to my decision to quit nursing. So that's for me, those are for the reason that I'm really considering quitting my nursing job to go full-time entrepreneur sometime soon. So with that being said, my plan is first of all to become an investor and a real estate investor. And that's why I think, for me it was important to get my real estate license. As a real estate agent, not only I can learn from somebody and still make some money, so when I'm ready to invest as a real estate investor, I can be more prepared to do more stuff. So I just started my first, I'm still early in my journey to become like a real estate investor. But right now I just get my real estate license and I'm working under a good team of real estate investors, a real estate a company. So I'm growing my knowledge now, and I'm willing to put more work on that aspect of my life, of my journey. And also I'm looking into consulting as a tax consultant, not only for business mostly, but focus on real estate for investment strategy for real estate investors. So that's something, the project that we're working on. Soon we're going to launch our company. And lastly, I want to become an investor in the stock market. And I've been learning a lot. I've been doing some investment, and I've been I can say so far I've been lucky. So I've been putting the work, but also I've been lucky to do some investment. And I'm sure through this channel I can show my portfolio and share with people how really you can make serious money investing in the stock market. But that's a very different thing. You really need to know what you're doing. You really need to take your time. So that's like, we're gonna have a lot of time to talk about the stock market, investment, business, how to grow your business in this channel. So my end goal is to inspire people, because I remember coming from Haiti, one of the poorest country in the America, but I still didn't understand the value of financial literacy and investing and business. So this was not something like we talk about in Haiti. So coming in America, I still feel like I had to take initiative and educate myself. And my goal now is to share with people the few things I've learned by taking classes and finances or accounting or just business classes in general. So I'm willing to share with people. Hopefully, you guys can see what I'm doing in terms of growth as an investor and my business adventures, so we can share knowledge together and empower people to do the same. So I'll see you on the next video. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Ciao.
ElBozoBonsando, ElBozoBonsando, bozo, 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 bozo.